The theory of a biological basis of love has been explored by such biological sciences as evolutionary psychology, evolutionary biology, anthropology, and neuroscience. Specific chemical substances, such as oxytocin, are studied in the context of their roles in producing human experiences and behaviors that are associated with love. Scientists have concluded that there are three main phases of falling in love. Lust is the first stage of love and is driven by the sex hormones, testosterone and estrogen. These chemicals are in both men and women. Stage 2 of falling in love is attraction. This is the time when you feel love-struck and can think of little else. Scientists believe there are three main neurotransmitters that are involved in this stage: adrenaline, dopamine, and serotonin. The initial stages of falling for someone activates your stress response, increasing your blood levels of adrenaline and cortisol. This has a charming effect that when you unexpectedly bump into your new love, you start to sweat, your heart races, and your mouth goes dry. When love-struck couples have their brains examined, scientists have discovered high levels of dopamine. This chemical stimulates desire and reward by triggering an intense rush of pleasure. It has the same effect on the brain as taking cocaine. Serotonin is one of love's most important chemicals that may explain why when you're falling in love, your new lover keeps popping into your thoughts. Stage 3 is attachment. Attachment is the bond that keeps couples together long enough for them to have and raise children. Scientists think there might be two major hormones involved in this feeling of attachment: oxytocin and vasopressin. Oxytocin is a powerful hormone released by men and women during orgasm. It deepens the feelings of attachment and makes couples feel much closer to one another after they have had sex. The theory goes that the more sex a couple has, the deeper their bond becomes. Oxytocin also seems to help cement the strong bond between mom and baby, and is released during childbirth. It is also responsible for a mom's breast automatically releasing milk at the mere sight or sound of her young baby. Professor Arthur Aron has been studying why people fall in love. He thinks two people can fall in love in just 34 minutes. There are 3 steps to falling in love. He held an experiment to show if this was true. The first step is to find a complete stranger. The second step is to reveal intimate details about your lives for half an hour. Then the third step is to stare deeply into each other's eyes without talking for 4 minutes. Many of Professor Aron's couples felt deeply attracted after the 34-minute experiment. 2 of his subjects even later got married. There are certain things you can do that might help your date go with a bang and turn into something more serious. It can take between 90 seconds and 4 minutes to decide if we fancy someone. But this has little to do with your smooth talking. As far as attraction goes, here's how we get the message. 55% is through body language, 38% is the tone and speed of our voice, and only 7% is through what we say. Research suggests that playing hard to get doesn't usually work. However, there is a theory that we tend to fancy people who are hard to get for everyone else, but easy to get for us. Scientists tested the selective difficulty theory by using a computer dating experiment. One woman was keen to meet any of the dates that the computer selected for her. Another played hard to get and wasn't enthusiastic towards any of her computer matches. A third was selective and only showed interest in one of the candidates. Out of all 3 women, the choosy woman was the most preferred. According to research, one reason people kiss is because they need to size up their new mates. The hormones your body releases during kissing changes over the course of your relationship. Kissing a new partner stimulates the release of dopamine, which creates that new love sense of excitement and desire. On the other hand, your brain releases oxytocin when you've been kissing the same partner over a period of time, and this encourages attachment, bonding, and a capacity for endless TV watching between couples and long-term relationships. The human motivation system is linked to the reward system in the brain. Once we achieve a goal, the brain releases dopamine into a region of the reward system called the nucleus accumbens. We experience this as a profound sense of pleasure and excitement, the types of sensations one associates with the experience of romantic love. As the evolutionary theory goes, if a creature mates with a weaker mate, the offsprings are also weak and may not be able to survive. This is why we are attracted to a stronger, healthier, and attractive mate, so that there is no problem in the continuity of our heritage.